This is Merrill Fox with ITD, and we're out in the field to demonstrate the easy sap and pitch remover. Pitch is the sap that hardens off the wood and it's onto the machine. Here we've got a Logisol. It's a molding machine. I've never looked inside of one before, but what we have to see is you've got the rollers that push the wood, and as you can see right here, some of this is wood and some of it is resin that just won't come out of there, such as this right here. And what you see here is this is the blades, and this for sure has got pitch. You can't even get it to budge with a pick. And basically that's what happens is this equipment is just scratched at and picked at, and you end up scratching the metal when that happens. Got a lot of pitch inside here too, but we're not going to go with that. And you have some splashed, which I believe is pitch right here too. It just gets all over the place, and as you can see, you can pick at it. We're going to see what we can do to just spray some of the easy on it. You can see immediately starts to, well, let's do some of this pitch right here. You can see immediately some of the lighter pitch, it just wipes it right off like it's gone. You saw me just using a pick on that just seconds ago. We're going to give this a little bit more time over here. I brought a little scrubby pad from the kitchen. Let's put some on that pitch right there, and that blade that you saw me scraping seconds ago, let's put some on there too. And what we'll do is we're gonna give probably, oh, whoops, we don't want to drip too much of this stuff. Oh, look at that. It's coming right apart. We'll keep this machine from having any excess moisture on it. And we'll see what we can do to soften up that pitch that's on there, and also to soften up on the blade too. You know, looking around the machine, there's many parts where pitch can be a factor. You can see down here, it's just crusted all over the place. I may even here's a piece that you'd have to scrape it off. Let's get a little on there. Some of it spilled down there too. We'll just wipe that up too and see what happens. And what we need to do is we just have to have a few minutes of dwell time on this. You know, the easy sap and pitch remover is something that was developed for a special need. Look at that, it's just dripping down there, you know. Developed for the need of large mills and manufacturing, and in every type of forestry industry. We just have tons and tons of equipment that process wood, but yet there isn't anything out there industrial that can keep a process going without a lot of downtime, with a lot of labor. We actually had some lab tests yesterday where we bought something online that I was told they were used. It was used at some of the different mills and sold by a sawmill supply. And they said, well, we don't sell that much of it, but we'll keep your information. And we bought some of that and tried it in a lab testing against ours, and it just didn't even compare. So we have the real industrial version and the product that's proven. I think what I'd like to do is I'm going to take my little old scrubby pad and I'm going to do some of these areas. You can see where that's been cleaned up. And then this blade, well, just one swipe took that off. And this, hard to reach in here. This stuff is, this appears to be You can see how quickly it cleaned that pitch off of the blade. And where it had been on this roller, which is a really hard spot to get out, it took it off. Can't really reach down too much to work on some of this stuff. I'm not as tall as some of these mill workers, which it's kind of Friday afternoon, they've disappeared, but this pitch is thick. It may need some, you can see it breaking down. Many years. Evidently this is the blade assembly right here. It throws it right up on that wall right there. We're going to see if we can get it to cut. Very thick. That's very thick stuff. Wow, you can see by me picking it. They may have to scrape this off. This is so thick until we can. But you can see it softened it up quite a bit. We need to take it off. Look at how it softened it. I couldn't do this before. Let's see what we can do. Wish I had a flat blade screwdriver. We just scrape it right off since it got softened. I'm just using the center punch that I found. This pitch is almost like wood putty here now. But not to ever be deterred, we're going to get this all off of here. Soft enough from the easy soften pitch. It just comes off like putty. This stuff has got to be, this was at least an eighth of an inch anyways, thick of that on there. There we go. We're going to give that some time. Yeah, that's about the thickest deposit I've seen. It's probably been on there for many years. Look what I found right behind me. Here's a screwdriver. Folks, I'm being the cameraman and also the worker here. You can see that just cutting it and dripping it off of there. Let's get this stuff before it oozes too much into the machine. They're completely breaking it down. Look at that. Here's just some plain water. If I had longer arms, I'm sure I'd be able to get it all off, but you can actually see the results. Some of this pitch that's in here is just thick, 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 thick. Anyways, you can tell the areas that we've cleaned. One of the things that is tremendous about this product is that it's water soluble. I can take this and dilute it over many times and clean equipment. It degreases, gets rid of grime on equipment, forklifts. Everything with this pitch touches. You know, it's just an incredible worker. Saves much labor. It's not regulated. It ships. You know, we could ship a case of it by FedEx ground. Ships non-hazmat. It also is phosphate free, and has has no hazardous chemicals.